Hola, ¿qué tal? In this video, we're looking at referring to the future. Now, in terms of who this video is for, it's for those students who might not be looking at getting the very highest grades, showing a wide variety of language, but are hoping to get a good grade. And to get a good grade, we can remember that we need to express opinions, reasons, past, present, and future. And perhaps you're one of those students that finds it a bit tricky to remember how to express yourself in the future in Spanish, talking about what you're going to do or what you'd like to do. So that's what this video is focusing on. I'm not going to make it complicated talking about the he or the she or the we forms of the verb. I'm going to stick to the first person, the I form. So let's have a look at the key components. We've got a future tense time phrase that shows us that we meant to talk about the future, and we've got the actual verb. So with the time phrase, the easiest way to do it, I think, is to use the phrase en el futuro. It's very easy to remember because it looks like the English word future. En el futuro. You're just swapping the E for an O. En el futuro. In the future. However, as well as en el futuro, once you've remembered that, hopefully you can add a few other future phrases. And although you might use the phrase próximo for next, for example, next year, el año próximo, I think the most common way, and probably the easiest way, is using que viene for next. So, for example, next year, el año que viene. One of the reasons I think this is easier is because you don't have to think about whether it's the masculine or the feminine. With próximo, you got to think last year, el año próximo, last week, la semana próxima, and it changes for masculine and feminine. But when you use que viene, literally, which is coming, que viene, for next, you don't have to think about changing it for masculine and feminine. So next year, el año que viene, next week, la semana que viene. So they're the two key time phrases I recommend. En el futuro and the que viene. Remember, it comes after the thing you want to talk about. Now, the next thing is the verb. Now, two key areas that are, I think, the easiest way to do it. You've got I'm going to, voy a, or I would like to, me gustaría. Most people can remember these quite easily because hopefully you can remember voy is I go, so, or I am going. So we just add a at the end and then an infinitive. So I'm going to play, voy a jugar. And also I think me gustaría is reasonably easy to remember because many of us know me gusta for I like, and we're just adding ría at the end for I would like. So me gustaría, I would like. So, for example, I would like to talk to my friends. Me gustaría hablar con mis amigos. You might want to say, I'm going to eat in a restaurant. Voy a comer en un restaurante. So let's focus in a bit more detail on these now. So let's home in on the future time phrases. So we all know en el futuro. So I'm going to focus in on the que viene phrases. We've got el año que viene, next year. El mes que viene, next month. La semana que viene, next week. El fin de semana que viene, next weekend. Literally, the end of week, which is coming. El fin de semana que viene, next weekend. Or you might mention a specific day, like el lunes que viene, next Monday. El domingo que viene, next Sunday. El sábado que viene, next Saturday. So, I'll just give you a few phrases in English, see if you can tell me the Spanish equivalent. ¿Cómo se dice en español next week. Sí, la semana que viene. ¿Cómo se dice en español? Next Saturday. Sí, el sábado que viene. ¿Cómo se dice en español? Next year. Sí, el año que viene. Muy bien. So we've got the time phrase. We're using either en el futuro, in the future, or we're using something que viene, like, for example, el fin de semana que viene, next weekend. Let's look at the verbs now. So remember, we've got I'm going to, voy a, and I would like to, me gustaría. ¿Cómo se dice en español? I am going to go to the park. I'm going to go to the park. Sí, voy a ir al parque. ¿Cómo se dice en español? I'm going to watch TV. I'm going to watch TV. Sí, voy a ver la tele. So we're literally just using voy a followed by the infinitive and any extra phrase we want to add on. ¿Cómo se dice en español? I would like to eat ice cream. Now, ice cream is helado, helado. ¿Cómo se dice en español? I would like to eat ice cream. Sí, me gustaría comer helado. Me gustaría comer helado. So we're just using me gustaría followed by an infinitive. ¿Cómo se dice en español? I would like to play with my friends. I'd like to play with my friends. Sí, me gustaría jugar con mis amigos. Muy bien. So just take us back to that first slide. We're going to use some time phrases and some verbs. So some of these time phrases and some of these verbs. Okay. ¿Cómo se dice en español? In the future, I would like to play rugby. Now, most sports are the same in Spanish as English, so al rugby. So, ¿cómo se dice en español? In the future, I would like to play rugby. Sí, en el futuro me gustaría jugar al rugby. ¿Cómo se dice en español? Next year, I would like to go to Spain. Next year, I would like to go to Spain. Sí, el año que viene me gustaría ir a España. El año que viene me gustaría ir a España. ¿Cómo se dice en español? Next Saturday, el sábado, next Saturday, I'm going to talk to my grandma. Next Saturday, I'm going to talk to my grandma. ¿Cómo se dice? Sí, el sábado que viene voy a hablar con mi abuela. El sábado que viene voy a hablar con mi abuela. ¿Sí? Muy bien. Hasta luego.